Phew. Alright, I should be recording now. Yes. Hi, this is Bren again. I just wanted to come on and talk about mistakes I've made with my pets because I think that's really important to address. I've come really far in owning pets. Also, if I'm really breathy right now, it's because my puppy just snuck upstairs and I had to chase him around and bring him back down the stairs. And we have 2 flights of stairs to go down. So, and up. Yeah. But anyway, so I found a couple pictures that are really old, and I'm gonna show you them, and we're gonna go over what's wrong with them. Okay, and what I'm doing better now. So this first photo is a rat cage. There's 2 rats in it. They're both boys. On the bottom we have Templeton. On the top we have Mr. Mumble Marbles, or just Marbles. I don't know if you can tell, this cage is really small. It actually can only fit one adult rat, really. This is the cage I had forever. I still actually, well, I don't have this actual cage, but I have the same model that was given to me by an ex when he got rid of his rats. Well, he didn't get rid of them; they died, and he gave me the cage because he got me new rats to try to keep me. But anyway, um, and at most I had 4 female rats in this cage, and I did that often. At least twice I had 4 female rats going on. So a lot of girls lived in here really cramped. They got along really well. I didn't have problems, but they really need bigger space. Like I said, only really one rat can fit in here, and rats shouldn't live on their own. It'd be a very rare case that a rat would have to live on its own. Like I had one rat who had to be by himself, Zozo. I mean, I could have tried putting him with Ouija and Taro, but not only did I not have the space for 3 rats in one cage because I was using this cage with them, but Zozo was really aggressive towards humans, and I couldn't handle the other guys. Maybe if he was in there with them, I don't know if they would have changed him or not. Zozo's the rat who came from being snake food several times, and each time he fought the snake, so he kept getting brought back, and finally was put up for adoption. So he lived his rest of his days in a 40-gallon, which I know tanks aren't really the best for rats, but that's the only place I really had for him, and he had lots of room. And I try to keep the top of the screen dusted and stuff so he could breathe. And I tried to keep it clean also. But anyway, so this was definitely a mistake, and I made it forever. It took me forever to realize I needed a bigger cage for my rats. It was just this year that I bought a cage big enough for 9 rats, I believe it is. I think it's 9 rats can fit in my cage now. And I don't know. It just, when I looked up, I did research on the pets because I believe you must research your pet before you get it, which I didn't always do. Gerbils were an impulse buy, and then I researched them. But anyway, we'll get to that next. But with the rats, I did look stuff up about them. I looked up how to feed them, how much water they need. I looked up how much cleaning they need, what sort of bedding to use. All this stuff about rats, how social they are, how they need buddies and stuff. It never dawned on me to look up how big of a cage they need, and I don't know why now that I look back. And I know better than to trust the pet stores. I always knew not to trust the pet stores or pet store employees because most of the time they don't know shit, to be honest. Most of the time they're just there to make sales. When I worked at pet stores, I made good sales a lot because I was pretty blunt and honest with the customers, and they liked that. But anyway, I made pretty good sales, and I would never be complimented on, oh yeah, you got that animal in awesome home. It would be, oh, you made an awesome sale. That's great. And that's a flaw with the pet industry, really. But the pet store industry. But I don't know why it never dawned on me to get a bigger cage before. I really don't know. And if we come down here, these are gerbils are in here. You can see the tail of one. I think that's Zeus. It could be, no, it's definitely Zeus because Apollo had a white tail tip. He was spotted. Zeus and Apollo were 2 gerbils I rescued, whatever, from the Humane Society. Like I said before, I didn't research gerbils before I got them. I went to the Humane Society, thought, oh, these guys are cute. I want them. And Mom's like, you want them? Well, you can have them. We have an extra cage at home. We actually had several extra cages at that point. As you can see, the red base here actually came from another cage. But anyway, so I brought them home. And I put them in here. And it was really bad. At first I had a plastic level with plastic tunnels in here, which, oh my god. That's the wrong thing to do. 1, they'll eat the plastic, is really unhealthy for them. 2, plastic tunnels make them territorial, which you really don't want. Thankfully, I never had my guys get territorial. They were pretty good with each other. But yeah, it was bad. They should not be one. They shouldn't be in something this small. Two, they need something that the bedding can build up and they can burrow really deep in. My gerbils now, and my past few sets of gerbils have been in a 40-gallon tank, with the exception I had a 10-gallon with a tank top, and that was for Venus, who was a lone female who was too old to put with another female, or it'd be risky anyway. And then also Mars, after his brother Neptune died and Venus was gone, died. I mean, I put him in there also, and they did pretty well in that. I mean, I like the 10-gallon tank top setup. I just wish it came in bigger sizes. I wish they had a tank top for like a 40-gallon. That'd be awesome. But you really have to make it your own that way, and I'm not crafty like that. I can't do that. I have an uncle who's a carpenter, but he's busy, so I can't have him make it for me. But anyway, this is just totally wrong. You see, I did take the plastic tubes out at this point, and I had cardboard tubes, which I I I assume cardboard tubes are fine because I've heard you can put like toilet paper tubes in and they'll chew it up and it's fine. So I don't know if it's just the plastic ones that make them territorial. I actually don't know this to this day. If you can, if I don't put tubes in there anymore, they just get like little pieces of cardboard stuff or cardboard boxes to chew on. Not even really that because they have so much space to burrow, my girls nowadays. But yeah, this is totally wrong. And look how little that water bottle is. I must have been filling that thing up all the freaking time. I mean, sure, they're gerbils, and gerbils don't necessarily drink as much water as, say, other rodents, like rats or guinea pigs. But, I mean, I would have had to been on top of it, and I don't know that I was at that age. This was like back in. I got the gerbils, I think, in 2009. So I would have been about 9 plus 5, 14. I would have been about 14 years old. I was born 95. That's why I did that math. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. And I don't know why I didn't look into it sooner. I did eventually look up for the gerbils cage what they actually need it, and I found they need like an actual tank really for them. And that's why I put them in a 40-gallon. I got one on sale for, was it $100? It might have been less than that. And it's got a nice sliding screen door, and it's great. I love it. The gerbils love it. I put tons of bedding in there, and they can burrow, and it's great. But I don't know, and but I didn't look up for the rats right away, or the guinea pigs even, and I don't know why. I really just I don't know why I didn't do it, but I've done it now. And like I said, right now the only rodents I have in too small of a cage are the guinea pigs, and that's going to change really soon. Um, yes. I believe that's really the biggest mistake I've made with my rodents. Also, these guys look really dirty. I don't know why. I guess, did I not? I don't know. They look really dirty to me, though. I know they're males, and males are usually a little bit dirtier than the females. Um, but I don't think my other males after them were this dirty. I don't know. I mean, I see right here, I have a little rodent bath stuff, although it has a picture of a rabbit and a ferret on it, too. But those aren't rodents. But anyway, and I used to use that probably too much, actually. That's another thing I did wrong. But another thing not to do, I see it right now. I see a bag of treats. Don't use pet store treats. I wouldn't advise anyway. I'd use fresh fruits and vegetables, or if you're feeding gerbils and rats, insects, like mealworms, superworms, and crickets. Um, I don't trust pet store treats. For one, they offer yogurt treats for guinea pigs. I don't have a picture of a guinea pig up, but guinea pigs can't have dairy, and I don't know if that those yogurt treats are actually dairy or not. But I've heard bad things about other treats too, like the I used to use, oh, what's it called? Snack Shacks. I used to use Snack Shacks all the time, especially if I was going on vacation. I'd just throw a Snack Shack or Snack Shack treat in there. Um, and they'd love it. They'd eat it all. And luckily, I never had any health problems that I'm aware of, unless like they were older and then they had the health problems and they died. Um, but I got really lucky. But you shouldn't use those. I've heard they use like glue in there and stuff, and it's really unhealthy stuff in there. So I wouldn't give pet store snacks or treats rather at all. And with the pet store foods, the only one I use is Oxbow. I've had trouble with like I used to use Katie, and before that I used Tropical Fiesta or Fiesta something like that. Um, and Katie and Tropical Fiesta, or whatever it was called, they ended up having bugs in them. And like I said, I mean, the rats and gerbils are insectivores, so I guess that's not really a big deal. But I don't know how healthy those even are. They might be too sweet. I was told by a rabbit rescue group, that oxbow is really the only food you can trust. And at this point, I want to go beyond that. I don't even want to use oxbow. I want to research exactly what each of my pets need, and I want to get them that. It's kind of like if you have cats or dogs doing raw, or what is it, barf or something, food, except with rodents. So I want to get like seeds and vegetables and fruits, and for rats and gerbils, insects, and let them eat those things in proper quantities at the proper amounts. Um, I want to do that. My parents don't want me to do that yet, and they'd have to pay for it right now, so that's not an option at this moment. So I'm still using Oxbow, but that's what I want to do eventually. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to come on, talk about some mistakes I've made, what I'm doing better now. Um, and yeah, I think it's really important. And like I said, I don't think you should shame someone necessarily for making mistakes, because I know there are pet tubers who've made mistakes. I've seen the drama. And I'm a little afraid about pet tubing because of the drama, because I'm really sensitive. But it's really important that you help people overcome mistakes. Now, when they don't change their ways and they keep making the mistake after they've been informed otherwise, then we might need to do some shaming. No, I don't know if you should actually shame at all, but something needs to be done when someone won't change their ways after being informed of the right way. Um, I think that's really all I have to say on this topic. Um, is this Apollo? This might be Apollo's face. I'm just looking here. I had Zeus and Apollo. All of my gerbils have had some sort of god goddess names. Not necessarily just Greek and Roman. There's also been Norse and stuff. But anyway, that's off topic. I just wanted to come on and talk about this real quick. I don't know if I'll do more videos this week or not. I'm still deciding. I kind of want to do all my videos at once, but then I won't have content. So I'm trying to spread it out. But I just really wanted to talk about this. So yeah, thanks for listening to me. I hope you have a good day, and I hope maybe you learned something. That's really important. It's always good to learn something new. So I'll talk at you later. Bye.